G'day, welcome back to another episode of TOGL. Well, I'm out again with my mate Rory, and he's showing me a favourite spot of his where we're going to go, and if you can't tell already, going to try and fly fish and catch a few trout. So we'll wander down here to the lake and we'll see how we go. Got a chocolate muffin for the walk. Need that energy, got to keep that energy up.
Pretty flat food. On the
Does?
other side there,
Yeah. So the sort of fishing that we're doing here is just going to be walking around anywhere up to waist deep in the water around these shorelines, just looking for fish that are cruising the shallows, looking for little frogs and insects and whatnot, and then just pretty much sight casting and trying to cast the fly to the fish that we see, and then hope that we can land it, because there's a lot of timber and snags in that area. Right around this whole shoreline's the same, so it's going to be interesting. It'll be hard going, but hopefully we'll get a couple of fish to show you. Not seeing any risers?
Nah, not seeing anyone. I always come here first though. The first time I ever came here, it was a really, really horrible windy, rainy day, and I'd brought my kayak, and everyone tells you, oh, you have to go out on your kayak or whatever. I brought my kayak, but it was such a horrible day. And I thought, oh, I've driven all this way, I'm not going to just turn around and go home. So I walked out here, didn't have my rods or anything, I just walked out to have a look. I walked out on this log. I'm just standing there just looking at how miserable the weather was. I'm not a religious man, but this was a gift from God. Massive 4-pound brown, as thick as that, went swimming straight underneath me there. And if it weren't for that fish, I don't know if I would have ever come back.
Well, it's done you well since, so that's good. The water's nice and clear.
Yeah. It's quite shallow, so you'd be able to see a shadow or a shape moving pretty easily. And thankfully the fish are really big, so they're easy to see.
And a million stumps to get hooked up on.
Yeah.
Well done. Rory's on. We've only been here for a second or so.
Relatively open water here, but there's lots of weeds.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep my rod real high.
Yep.
Oh, he didn't think twice about it, that fish.
Just smashed it. Do you want me to come out and net him for you?
That's good, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I just need to make sure it doesn't go under the log right in front of me.
Yeah.
Trying to do.
Oh, it's a good fish. He's a very nice fish.
It's not often that you hook the first fish that you see.
No.
Yeah, it's down over there.
We've only been here a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good looking fish, mate. Well done.
Look at that.
That is a cracking looking fish.
Oh.
Been here all of 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably it's only your first cast.
The first cast,
first
yeah.
cast.
First fish that I've seen.
Yeah.
And I put the fly meter and a bit in front of him and he just went, poof,
Ooh.
was charged over.
Well, let's hope it stays like that
We're
today.
not wasting any time.
So we've literally just walked from just over there. So we went out onto that log, nothing, walked around the bay and onto this log. Gorgeous looking fish.
I'll try and get the fly out of him, we'll get a better look at him.
Yeah. Did he take the nymph?
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
So, we'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I think he got the fly out of himself. He did. Easy. It's too fat to hold his tail.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, your net's hooked, so you're not going to lose your net even if it sinks to the bottom. So look at
There
that.
he is.
Yeah, what a
Nice
beautiful
fish.
Whoop. Oh, he's off. He's off.
Into the muddy water.
Ah, well done, mate.
That was good.
Legend.
That was very good.
Well done. Alrighty.
Oh, you dickhead, he refused it.
Oh,
Back, turn around. Got it.
oh, that was a bit harsh. I think you whipped it a bit hard, mate. Got a bit excited.
Ah.
He came back for a second look, did he?
Yeah, he was looking at the dry, refused it, and then came back and looked at the nymph.
Ah,
And I broke the line.
you got too excited.
Way too excited.
There are some big trout. We've just been sitting here and there's been these big trout swimming from that across to there, down in through here, and they've refused my fly a couple of times. Gorgeous looking trout. So, alright, I think we both need to retie a new fly.
Oh, there's a nice brown right here. See that swell right there? Yeah, if you would be able to reach him. He's very close to the log, and he's heading to your right, so out. He's going along the log, so if you aim, he's heading along that log. I reckon cast that, yeah, just to, again, yeah, leave that there. I can't see him now, but he was heading in that direction. Yeah, I can't see him, but But that,
they move around.
yeah, they'll just do laps. They'll come back, and there's more than one of them, so.
Yeah.
He was right on it, nose under it. He's still there, but he's closer to me now.
Worth a second cast, or you reckon he'll just turn his nose up again?
Yeah, I reckon it's worth changing fly.
Alright, well,
Because often you chuck a second cast at them and they spook.
why don't you have a go with your fly?
I can't move though, I'm going to spook them if I move. This kind of weather is pretty good weather for getting the fish.
Just need them to start participating. Weather's changing fast. We're getting a bit of rain, just very light rain, but it makes it harder to see the fish because it distorts the surface of the water. Man, this place is beautiful though. Yeah, especially with the way this weather is at the moment. Still and humid. hiked around to the other side of the lake because it was getting too windy. By the time we got around there, it was still windy over there as well. The wind had changed. But we didn't even see another fish. No rises, no nothing. So it was a really good start. Like within the first 20 minutes, Rory had seen that fish and hooked it. We saw several other fish. Rory got a bit excited on one. I cast to a few and they refused my fly. And then that was it. After that, we just saw nothing. But it is beautiful out here. My first time to this area. So I'll definitely be coming back. But that's a wrap for today. I'll head back home and chill out for a little while, I think. Well, it's getting towards the end of a very long, very hot day. I have just been sweating all day. I'm soaked. I've been doing a lot of milling and a bit of gardening and that sort of thing as well. So yeah, just exhausted. And we're expecting a big storm. The thunder's been rumbling out there. She's looking pretty dark. I'm just waiting for that storm to come through. But anyway, I wasn't filming the milling because I've done lots of that. And I'm just cutting a piece of stringy bark, and the colours that are starting to come out in this are absolutely amazing. Let me just flip this around. So the deeper I cut, the better this colour's looking. And then we start to get like these sap inclusions, those black lines in there. That's just looking amazing. There's more there. Just these beautiful black lines. A couple of marks from where some branches had obviously formed and snapped off. And then we get that sort of a tiger stripe swirl there. Just incredible. So yeah, I just thought that was too good to pass. I had to show you. But don't worry, I will be doing more milling this week, I think. So I will do a little bit, because I know some of you love watching the milling. Maybe just the repetition and just how you get them off. I've actually made some modifications to the mill as well, so if I remember I'll show you that too, but it's cutting beautifully at the moment. Anyway, just wanted to show you that lovely piece of timber. And that little Quamby chick that the mother hen hatched herself is doing really well. For the first couple of nights I had to go out and pick the chick up and put it back up into the coop, but the last couple of nights it's actually figured it out. It follows mum up the ramp and puts itself to bed, which is great. And the Sussex chicks that we hatched in the incubator are doing really well too. They're nice and healthy. Now of a day we put them out in the tractor to forage around, get some sun, but we still bring them back inside under the heat lamp of a night. And this is me just bringing up some logs. These are logs that I was using as fence posts for the fence that you saw me starting to put in at the end of last episode. Due to the weather, I haven't filmed much of getting that fence in, but it is coming along well, and I'll show you that next episode. And when collecting our logs and hauling them out, we've now got a new device for debarking them. Why strip off the bark yourself when you've got a dog that'll do it? And he loves it. And it saves us pulling the bark off. Does a bloody good job too. Thor's like, yeah, I'll leave that job to you, mate.
Just take the log there.
I want to see him get the big bit.
There's more at the one.
That bit's clean, mate. Get that bit. That's it.
Yeah. This way. This way. This way. This way.
You think he's having fun? Well, thanks very much for watching. That wraps up this one. I'm hoping one day soon I actually get to catch a fish. I've been on a bit of a dry spell with that, and but there's plenty of work to be done in between fishing trips. So you guys, you have yourselves a great week, great weekend. Stay safe. Look forward to bringing you more work, more fishing, and hopefully catching. Have a great one, guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next week. Cheers.